Well, we're back into the DC universe, and we're going to talk about Black Adam. Joining us today, movie reviewer Bart Mills. And thanks for joining us, Bart.
Oh, no, my pleasure. Yeah, I wish I could say exactly the same about the movie, but, Black Adam is a movie that was made with superhero stuff in it. And no, actually, we went to go see it in a large theater, which is something I would suggest.
Right.
And this is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson taking on the role that he has been pushing for a long, long time. He's wanted to be Black Adam for about 15 years, apparently.
Wow.
And so he finally got the job, and they made this massive, all fights, all CG movie out of it. And so it's entertaining, as superhero movies go. But that's about where it ends. We've got director Jamie Collett, Sarah. He did Jungle Cruise. He did a bunch of Liam Neeson films in the past, but he's kind of new to the franchise. You've got some really sort of entertaining. There's a whole lot of other superheroes that have been introduced that most of us have never heard of. I'm not really a comic book guy anyway, and I'm certainly not a DC guy. So you've got Noah Centineo, who plays Atom Smasher, and then you've got Quintessa Swindle. She plays Cyclone. You've got Aldous Hodge. He's Hawkman. You got Pierce Brosnan playing this character called Dr. Fate. They don't really take the time you get no background on any of these people. They just show up all of a sudden as this justice group, and they are taking on originally Black Adam, who has arrived after 5,000 years of slumber and is this really super powerful, I would say Superman power level of powers superhero. And then there's a lot of fighting that goes on. There's a bad guy. There's some colonialism metaphor going on. And then the good guy wins, not to spoil it.
I think we always have the good guy win on these practically. Well, so is there too much fighting? Would you have wanted more backstory then on these characters then? I mean, because I see you're wishy-washy on this.
Well, we complain a lot about the fact that we keep getting these stories starting at the beginning, and we've had 14 origin stories for Spider-Man. We get new ones for Superman, but we need something out of these people because unlike a lot of the Marvel characters, you got to remember when Marvel first started off with Iron Man or even Thor, the majority of us had no idea what they were. I mean, we kind of had heard of them possibly, but when you talk about Atom Smasher, I don't think 95% of people in the world have no idea who Atom Smasher is. So I need a little something on that. Mm-hmm. And they did very little on that. And then DC suffers a bit because they're following Marvel so far behind in these things. Marvel's already introduced a lot of characters. And in the comics, a lot of these characters do share each other's traits. So Atom Smasher is really just Ant-Man big. A Cyclone is kind of Storm. And Dr. Fate is a dead-on Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
So, it feels like you're getting B-League versions of the A-team we got with Marvel. And it's no fault of the actors. They're all very good. It's not really the character's fault, so to speak. The problem is that when you follow somebody else that's done it before and done it pretty well, you're always going to look mediocre.
Mm-hmm, right. Yeah. So I guess your rating is it's okay. But you go if you want.
If you like superhero movies, I'm going to say that young kids in particular, it's a little violent, but I've got to say that teenage, preteen boys are going to really dig this because it is fueled with a lot of superhero antics, a lot of fighting, a lot of CG. It's a very active film. It's not a bad time. I mean, none of these films are a bad time. And so I will put up with a really C-grade superhero movie over an A-grade piece of existential haste coming out of the Jean-Paul Sartre School of movie imperialism any day. But it's just not what we want. And we've set our expectations fairly high with Marvel.
Right. Yeah, we're spoiled.
And now the last couple of Marvel haven't been great. We've seen better from DC. The first Wonder Woman was better. Certainly the last Suicide Squad was pretty entertaining. So they can do better than this. And I think, it just turned into sort of a hodgepodge of fight scenes, and hopefully they move it on down the road.
All right. Well, stars Dwayne Johnson. Thanks very much, Bart, for telling us more about Black Adam.
All right. Thanks for your time.
All right. Don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.